Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. It's Kim again, here to do a Forever in Motion class with you. So last week, Thursday, I did a 15-minute posture and balance class, which ended up being over 20 minutes, and I only did a couple of things for balance. So I wanted to come on this morning and do another class, but I wanted to take the half hour, the full 30 minutes to focus on balance. So as you can see behind me, I have my chair set up again for balance. And so if you're joining me for the class today, you will need a chair to have beside you or in front of you for balance. And we also will be sitting in it at a couple of points during the class. So if you're ready, you have your chair and you have water. I don't know if you can see there, I've got my water bottle here. And if you're ready, we can get started. So I'm just gonna stand on up. All right, so here we go. We're just gonna start with the warm up. So we're just gonna start with marching. And as I said, your chair can be at the side or it can be in front of you for your balance, whichever one you need. If you need to have your hand on that chair, you will be swinging the other arm, or if both hands are there, that's fine. Otherwise, we can be swinging both of those arms as we're just doing a little bit of a warm up. Now, I am going to do my best to stay on time today. Time is one of the harder things for me when I'm teaching a class, so I'm going to do my best to stay within that half an hour for you today. Okay, so let's take that march and let's take it wide. So as we're marching wide, we can bring those knees up. And again, you can have that chair either in front of you or beside you, whichever one you would like to have. Those knees are coming up. And if you have a free arm, one or both arms, they can be swinging to get that upper body warmed up a little bit as well. And keep going with that march. All right, and let's take it back to the middle. Okay, so now I would like you to combine those two. So we're gonna go wide, wide, narrow, narrow with our march. Here we go. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Good. Again, you've got that chair if you need it. Otherwise, we're swinging those arms, keeping that going. Are you starting to feel warmed up yet? I hope so, because I am. Get those arms moving. All right, we'll just do a couple of more. I'm gonna watch the time. And last one. And take it back to that regular march. Now let's take it to a step touch. So we're gonna step, touch, step, touch. Now if those hands are not on the chair, you can take them to the opposite side of your feet. There you go, opposite, opposite. And again, just like in my other video, if you are feeling like this pace is a little bit too fast, feel free to slow it down a little bit if that works for you. It is just a warm up, so you don't need to go super fast, but if you feel like you want to go a little bit faster, you're welcome to do that as well. Always working at your own pace and listening to your own body, right? If we do a movement and your body is just like, nope, I don't want to do that, then you need to listen to it, right? Especially when we're doing a video like this, because I can't see you, right? I can't see what's going on with you. So it's your part of the responsibility of yours is to listen to your body and actually, yeah, listen to it and do what it's telling you. All right, now let's take that back to a march. Now, if you've got that chair in front of you, again, you can have your hands on it or hands to the side here. What we're going to do is we're going to keep those feet moving and we're going to bring one arm up in the air and bring it back down. And the other arm up and down. And again, other side, up and down. And again, we're just going to keep going one arm and then the other. Now, you might notice that this is going to challenge your balance a little bit. For some people it doesn't, and that's okay. And for some people it does. So we're just raising that arm up and bringing it down. We'll do one more on each side, up and down, another side, up and down. All right, now I would like you to plant your feet about hip distance apart. We're going to have one arm out in front of us. That thumb is going to be up. That hand can be on that chair for balance. What we're going to do is follow that thumb all the way around to the back. Now I'm holding this at the back. My feet are still planted. My feet are still flat on the floor. My shoulders are coming away from my ears. And I'm just feeling that nice stretch all the way up my body. And come back to the middle. And let's do the other hand. And around to the side. Ooh, you might notice that one side is a little bit tighter than the other. You might notice a little bit more stretch one way. And back to the middle. And we'll do one more each side. In front and all the way around. Now it might not feel like it, but this is also a balance exercise because it's a rotation. In front. So today is going to be all about balance. I love me some balance, and we're going to put a little bit of work in there as well. Make it a little bit fun. And back to the middle. All right, now let's do those hips. Get those hips moving, just side to side. I'm checking the time to make sure I got enough time to do this, all that I had planned for today. Good, keep them moving side to side, and let's go straight into that hula hoop. So we're gonna go all the way around with those hips. That should feel really nice. You should feel an opening through your hips. They should be a little bit warming up, starting to feel a little better. Our hips are super important when it comes to maintaining our balance, and the flexibility and the movement, the range of motion that we can get in our hips plays a big factor in our ability to maintain our balance. Let's go around the other way. So it's really important to maintain that movement in those hips, because as we get older and as we spend more time sitting, as we probably have done in the last 8 weeks, those hips get tight. And so they need to have that free movement in them to be able to maintain, or to help us maintain our balance. The better that they move, the better our balance is going to be. Let's do that one more time. All right, now what I would like you to do is come around and sit in your chair. I'm going to bring my chair to the front here so you guys can see me. We're just going to do 2 quick postural moves. We did them in that postural video that I did last Thursday. You can access this here if you would like more. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our shoulders down and together, and then we're going to add that chin tuck. I'm going to turn to the side so you guys can see what this looks like. I would like you to stay forward in your chair. So I'm just turning to the side so you can see. I'm going to bring those shoulder blades down and together, and then I'm going to tuck my chin. Now my eyes are staying on the horizon with this chin tuck. And even though I'm holding this retraction in my shoulders and this chin tuck, I'm still breathing. I'm not holding my breath. And I'm going to come forward. Let's do one more. Bring those shoulder blades down and together, and then tuck that chin. Fabulous. And you can release that. I'm going to turn forward, and we're going to do a couple more. Shoulder blades down and together, and then tuck that chin. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of your neck, and you should feel those shoulder blades coming down and together as well, and relax forward. And last time, shoulder blades down and together, and tuck that chin. If you've created just beautiful little double chin right here, then you've tucked your chin appropriately, keeping those eyes on the horizon, not up or down, but straight out on the horizon. All right, and you can release that. The last one for posture we're gonna do, I want you to have your feet and your knees together. And I want you to keep them together while we go through this. Your arms are up to shoulder height, or as close to shoulder height as you can get them. Those shoulders aren't coming up towards your ears though. We want to bring them away. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn, look over one shoulder, poke that elbow towards the back. Again, we're holding this, but we're not holding our breath. You should feel this beautiful stretch between your shoulder blades. And come back to the middle. And around to the other side. Poke that elbow to the back. The only place you should feel this movement is in your upper back. If you are feeling it in your lower back, make sure that those feet and those knees are as close together as you can get them. And come back to the middle. We'll do one more each side. To the side. One side you might notice has more range of motion than the other, and that's pretty normal for us. And back to the middle. And last time to the other side. That should feel really good. Again, Don't hold your breath. This is a beautiful stretch. Don't go to the point of pain. If you found that it is hurting, maybe just lay off a little bit. And come back to the middle. Okay. Give that a shake. All right, that's it for posture. We're going to move straight into some balance stuff. So the first thing we're going to do for balance is a sit to stand. And for this one, I'm going to put my chair to the side. You can stay facing forward in your chair. Let's see, I'll do it like that. I think that works. Okay, so now when we sit in our chair, you notice that there's a great deal of room between my back and the back of the chair. This allows my body to maintain my posture instead of the chair. So this is where I want you to be sitting. Now, I want you to bring your feet far enough back that your toes are below your knees, but your feet are still flat on the floor. Now what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you and then we'll start. So it's called a sit to stand. So my eyes are on the horizon. My hands are either here on my thighs, on the chair, or on the armrests of the chair if you have them. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up to a half stand. You'll notice that I've maintained that good posture through my back, and I'm taking all the weight of my body through my legs, and then I come back and sit down. Now when I sat down with control. I didn't flop back into the chair. So we do want control on the way up and on the way down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come into that sit to stand. We're going to hold it for 3 seconds. But I want you guys to count out loud. I know I can't hear you, but I do want you to count 1, 2, 3. And the reason why I want you to count is because if you're counting out loud, I know that you're breathing and not holding your breath. All right? Are you ready? Get those feet back so those toes are directly below your knees, having that beautiful posture. Hands are on your thighs or on your chair, on your armrest, keeping that vision or the sight on the horizon. Here we go. We're going to come up and 1, 2, 3, and sit back down. And again, up, 1, 2, 3, and back down. How's it going? All right, up, 1, 2, 3, and back down. How many more we got in us? A few? I hope so. Up, 1, 2, 3, and down. Do we have 2 more? Let's do 2 more. Up, 1, 2, 3, and down. Last one. We're gonna come up, hold for 1, 2, 3, and down. Okay, give those legs a shake. Did you feel the work in your quads, in your thighs on that one? You probably felt some in your calves as well. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're gonna stand up. I'm gonna turn my chair again so that I can hold on to it at the back and so you guys can see me. Again, your chair can be in front of you or off to the side. It's completely up to you. We are going to start with hip abduction. And so what we're going to do is, my hand is on the chair, or if it's in front of you, it's here. We're going to start with one leg, and what we're doing is we're bringing it out to the side. You can see my toe is pointing straight forward. I'm leading with my heel, and I'm maintaining that upright posture. Now I'm alternating one side and then the other. And the other side out and in. Now this is a slow and controlled movement. Your belly button is braced in towards your spine, so your core is braced. I'm maintaining that upright posture. I'm not dipping to the side. If you are leading with that heel and have that toe pointing straight forward, you're going to feel it in the side of your leg, and that's where we want you to feel it. All right, out and in, out and in. Shoulders are back and down, maintaining that beautiful posture that I know you've got, even though I can't see you. Out and in. All right, give that a shake. The next one we're going to do is hip flexion. So what we're going to do is I want you to face the side of your chair with one hand on the chair. And what we're going to do is bring our knee up to 90 degrees or as close to 90 as we can get it, and then set it down. And the other one come up. We're alternating one leg and then the other. Now, if I was doing this exercise for strength, I would be repeating the same leg. Because we're using the same exercise for balance, we are alternating one leg and then the other, and we're slowing down the movement. The slower that you do the movement, the more it's going to challenge your balance. Now you can challenge your balance by how you're holding onto that chair as well. You can have the full hand on the chair, you can have just your fingertips on the chair, or you can try it without. But always have that chair close by in case you need it. Up and down. All right, we'll do one more each side. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. All right, give those legs a shake. Now what we're going to do is heel and toe raises, and I'm actually going to turn to the side so you guys can see this one a bit better. Facing that chair, both of your hands can be on the chair, fingertips or not, it's totally up to you. We're going to come up onto our toes, bring those heels up, and then we're going to come back and bring our toes up off the floor. Now up and back. Now you'll notice when we go up, but when we come back, my bum isn't poking out. Check in with your body. Is your bum poking out when you bring those toes up? It should not be. It should still be underneath your shoulders. We want the work to come from your shin on that toe raise, not from your bum, not from your hamstrings and your glutes, okay? So up and back. This is important movement for balance. We need that range of motion and that flexibility and that movement in our ankles, again, to help us maintain our balance. Let's do one more. Up and back. All right, give those legs a shake. Now we're facing the chair. We're going to do knee flexion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring one heel up towards my bum. You'll notice that my knee doesn't come forward. It stays in line with the other one. And then set it down. And we're going to alternate one leg and then the other. All right, one leg and then the other. When we're doing exercises for balance, we alternate one leg and then the other because it forces us to do a weight shift. And a weight shift will challenge our balance. So we're shifting our weight from one side to the other. Especially if you have one leg perhaps that's weaker than the other, it's important to do this weight shift and practice this weight shift so that you can strengthen that leg and try to maybe even out that imbalance as much as you can, depending on why you have the weakness in that other, in your leg. Let's do one more each side. Up and down. And last one on this side. Up and down. All right. Now I would like to do a tandem weight shift with you guys. So I want you to bring one foot forward and one foot back. Okay, so they're about a normal step for you apart. Both of my feet are flat on the floor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my weight to that front foot, bend that front knee. Shift my weight to that back foot, bend that back knee. Again, that chair is there for balance if you need it. To the front, bend that knee. To the back, bend that knee. It's like you're walking, but all you're doing is shifting your weight and back. Some people might find this really easy. Some people might find this really challenging. The thing is about balance, it's different for everybody. And honestly, it can be different from day to day for the same person. It depends on how much you're drinking, how much you're sleeping, you know, how joyful you are in your life as well seems to make a difference for me, right? And so how much you're eating, those kinds of things all affect our balance. All right, now what we're going to do is we're gonna put that weight, I'm gonna turn sideways so you guys can see. My feet are still in that stride stance. I'm gonna shift my weight to that front leg, keep that front leg straight, lift the heel of my back foot. Shift to the back leg stays straight, front toe comes up. Shift, back heel comes up, shift back, front toe comes up. Shift, back heel, shift, front toe. Shift, back heel, shift, front toe. One more each side. Shift, back heel, shift, back toe. All right, now what I want you to do is switch the leg that was in front. And we're gonna do it all again. So my other leg is front this time. Okay, so we're gonna start with our feet flat on the floor. We're just shifting our weight to that front foot, bend that front knee, shift our weight to the back, bend that back knee. And you'll notice as well that my toes are pointing straight forward on this one. Shift back, bend that back knee. Front and back. Good. Keep going with that shift, front. Again, if you need that chair, have it there available for you. If you can challenge your balance and not use the chair, that's fabulous. I am continuing to maintain my upright posture though. I'm not leaning forward when I come forward with that foot. So forward and back. One more. Forward and back. All right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to shift that weight to that front foot. Keep that front leg straight. Bring the heel back up of my back leg. Shift to the back. Front toe comes up. I'll turn sideways so you guys can see. Shift to the front. Back heel comes up. Shift to the back. Front toe comes up. Now the thing about balance is, when you're doing things for balance, a little bit of a wobble is actually a good thing. It tells you that you're actually challenging your balance, right? And if you have a chair or something close by that you can hang on to if you have that wobble, that's fantastic, right? That's why we need that chair or the couch or the counter there to be able to hold on to when we're challenging our balance. So we're still shifting that weight back and forth, front toes coming up, back heel. Let's do one more each side. And up. All right, give that a shake. Now, the last one we're gonna do before we do some stretching is heel toe walking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn my chair this way, okay? So, maybe I'll put it, I want it in the middle of the screen. There's that better? Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start with my hand on the chair, but I'm not right beside it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk heel to toe all the way past my chair, but I'm still able to hold on to it if I need to. And then I'm out of the screen, sorry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk backwards. Heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe. All right? Now, what you can do to make this harder is don't look at your feet. If you can, look on the horizon. Okay, and then you're doing this by feel. Heel to toe until you get to that opposite end of that chair, and then you're going to walk backwards. You might find that the backwards walking is a little bit harder. That's okay. Okay, back and forth. Okay, we'll do it one more time. Forward. I'm very conscious of the time and we're getting close. So, one more, and to the front. And again, if the pace that I'm going with this heel toe walk is too fast for you, that's okay. You slow it down, you do what you can do, right? If you need to go a little bit slower, that's okay. You're still doing it, right? All right, and that's it. Let's give that a shake. Now what we're going to do actually is the best part of every single class. We're going to do a few stretches before we're done. So bring that chair somewhere where you can sit on it, or rather just sit in your chair. You probably didn't need to move it like I did. And so we're sitting at the front of our chair. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring one leg out in front of us. Heel is down, toe is up. Let's have those hands on those hips. What we're going to do is just hinge slightly forward at that hip until you feel a stretch behind your knee. And if your toe is up, you should feel the stretch in your calf as well. I'm so happy that you guys joined me this morning. I hope that you have enjoyed this balance work that we did. I quite enjoyed doing balance work, and there's many other things we can do for balance that I didn't do today, but I wanted to keep it to the half hour. So I hope you guys enjoyed the class. Let's switch to the other side. Again, my name is Kim. I think I said that at the beginning. I'm one of the recreation therapists on the Forever in Motion team. So put your fingers on your hips and you're just hinging forward. Yes, we're not folding forward, we're maintaining that beautiful posture until we feel that stretch. So yes, my name is Kim and I'm one of the recreation therapists on the Forever in Motion team. If you have any comments or suggestions or questions, about this class or any of the classes that we have been posting or any of the posts that we've been doing, you are welcome to comment on those. Let's just do a little bit of a shoulder stretch. So arm comes out in front, bringing that across. Yeah, so please feel free to comment. We're doing our best to respond to any of the comments that we get, and we do appreciate your comments and your interactions on the page. So that's fabulous. And you can release that. Let's have the other arm out in front and bring it across. If you have suggestions for classes that you would like to see, or information that you would like to see, or any of those types of things, do please feel free to let us know. And you can release that. Let's have one arm up to the ceiling, one arm down to the floor. Stretch those two apart from each other. Stretch, 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 stretch. Now that top hand, I want you to still reach up, but I want you to reach slightly over. That should feel a nice stretch in your side. And come back to the middle. And bring that down. Let's have the other arm up. One arm up to the ceiling, one arm down to the floor. Stretch, 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 stretch. Stretch those two apart from each other. Give that a nice stretch. Now take that top hand. You're going to reach still up, but slightly over. Still breathing. Again, when you're stretching, it should feel really nice. If it gets to the point of pain, maybe you've gone too far, and just back off a little bit. And back to the middle. All right, now let's take one ear to our shoulder, sitting up with that beautiful posture. We're going to take that ear to our shoulder. If you would like more, that opposite hand can be reaching for the floor. Keep breathing. And come back to the middle. Now we're going to take the opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. Coming down, feel that nice stretch, and then you're going to reach down. If you would like more, you can reach down with that opposite hand. Feel a nice stretch to the side of your neck. My neck is very tight, so this one is feeling very nice right now. Give that a nice stretch. Keep breathing through it. Good. And come back up to the middle. Let's have our hands together in the front. We're going to open up, give a nice chest stretch. Those shoulders are away from our ears. Our hands are wide open. Feel a nice stretch through here and into your chest. That should feel really good. And come back to the middle. Let's do that one more time. Open up. And come back to the middle. Let's take a nice deep breath in and blow it out. And one more in and blow it out. All right. So thank you everyone for joining me this morning for this little video. Yeah, I hope to see you again in a few weeks. Not a few weeks, maybe a few days. We'll see you when the next time I post a video. Otherwise, you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.